All right, let's get right into it. Think about building a skyscraper for a second. You've got thousands of people, millions of parts, and just countless blueprints that all have to line up perfectly. But what happens when they don't? Well, today we're talking about clash detection. It's the digital secret weapon that stops buildings from, well, fighting themselves and saves projects from some truly disastrous multi-million-dollar mistakes. It's such a simple question, right? But the answer can be incredibly messy. I mean, what happens when the team designing the steel frame and the team designing the air conditioning have two completely different ideas for the exact same physical spot? What you get is, well, chaos on the construction site. You get delays, wasted materials, and just massive budget overrun. And this nails the problem perfectly. Over on the left, you've got the structural engineer's plan, a huge steel beam totally essential for the building's integrity. But on the right, the mechanical engineer's plan shows a giant HVAC duct going in the exact same spot. In the real world, you can't have two things in the same place. This is a classic conflict. And this conflict, it actually has a name. It's called a clash. It's a simple definition for a problem that can be catastrophic. It's any time two or more parts of a building are trying to take up the same physical space. Could be a pipe running through a beam, could be a wall in the wrong place. Whatever it is, these are the kinds of errors you have to find long before anyone even steps foot on the construction site. So, how do you solve it? Simple. You give the building a dress rehearsal. You build the entire thing virtually, right inside a computer, way before anyone breaks ground. This whole process is a huge part of what we call building information modeling, or BIM. It's our one chance to find every single mistake in a world that's made of pixels, not concrete. And this is where the magic really starts to happen. We take all the individual digital models from every single team, the structural folks, the MEP team, that's mechanical, electrical, and plumbing, and the architects, and we merge them all into one single unified master model of the entire project. And the main piece of software that makes this digital mashup possible is called Navisworks. You can think of it as the ultimate digital referee. It's the neutral ground where all these different designs can be layered together and inspected, letting us see exactly how every single piece is going to interact before it's real. Okay, so now we have our combined model. The next logical step, of course, is to find the problems. And that's done through a really clear step-by-step digital workflow that's basically designed to hunt down every single clash. You know, the process is actually pretty straightforward when you break it down into 4 key steps. First, each team exports their 3D models. Second, all those models get combined into that master file inside Navisworks. Third, and this is the really cool part, the software runs an automated clash test, checking every single element against every other element. And finally, the team gets a detailed report so they can visually review each problem and figure out a solution. And that visual part is so important. You're not just reading a boring report that says pipe 12 clashes with beam 47. No, you can literally fly through the 3D model, you can see the exact pipe hitting the exact beam, and you understand the problem instantly. It takes an abstract error and makes it a tangible, solvable issue. And this really brings us to the core value of this entire process. It's all about turning what would be a construction site nightmare into a simple task you do in an office. We're solving huge problems with a few mouse clicks, not with concrete and jackhammers. I mean, just look at this comparison. On the left, you've got solving a clash during the design phase. It might take a few clicks to move a pipe, a few minutes of an engineer's time, and it costs next to nothing. Now look at the right. Solving that same clash during construction, you're talking jackhammers, cutting torches, weeks of delays for the entire project, and potentially hundreds of thousands of dollars in cost overruns. The difference is just, it's staggering. This is the crucial takeaway. A quote from the source material just sums it all up perfectly. This helps teams solve problems during design instead of on the construction site. It's all about shifting that problem solving to the earliest, cheapest, and easiest possible moment in the process. And the impact on the project is just huge. This chart shows you the dramatic effect on what's called coordination quality. Without clash detection, coordination is pretty low. Teams are basically working in their own little bubbles. But the second you introduce even a basic clash detection process, the quality of that coordination just skyrockets, because suddenly everyone is forced to work from the same integrated, verified game plan. So this all rolls up into understanding the real-world value of building information modeling. It isn't just about making some fancy 3D pictures. It's about building smarter, plain and simple. And let's be clear, this isn't some minor, nice-to-have feature. As our source concludes, Clash detection is one of the single most important and valuable applications of BIM on actual real-world projects today. It's a true cornerstone of modern construction. And this all leads to a really fascinating final question. We are already stopping physical clashes by building digital twins first. So, if we can pre-build a project with this incredible level of detail, what other kinds of mistakes can we prevent? Scheduling conflicts? On-site safety hazards? What about long-term energy inefficiency? The possibilities here are really just beginning to unfold.